This world is changing. Technology and gadgets are being developed each day. Because if they're not, then I wouldn't be here talking in front of a camera and eventually uploading this video on the internet, right? Light bulbs in lamps, refrigerators you store your food in, and the screen you're watching this on. Our ancestors didn't have all of these back then, because these are all results of the Industrial Revolution. But what is the Industrial Revolution anyway, and when did this all start? Let me take you back to the year 1760, where the first Industrial Revolution started. The Industrial Revolution can be described as the process of change from an agrarian and handicraft economy to one dominated by industry and machine manufacturing, followed by the Second Industrial Revolution that peaked in 1870 to 1914, and the third one, which began in the late 1900s and was all about computers, the internet, and digital systems. Currently, we are undergoing the fourth industrial revolution, also known as Industry 4.0, where innovation breakthroughs are inevitable, substantially growing at a pace quicker than ever. Over the past years, the Industrial Revolution has impacted many different fields, including the area of robotics. Robots have become daily companions in the industry as they can accelerate production and increase efficiency. 2.25 million robots are used worldwide today, and this number is even suggested to multiply even faster in the next 20 years, reaching 20 million by 2030. Not to mention the rapid growth of collaborative robots, also known as cobots, which are capable of interacting with humans and coexist in the same facility. According to an article published by Science Direct titled Substantial Capabilities of Robotics in Enhancing Industry 4.0 Implementation, the faster response time, more accurate patterns of movement, alignment capacity, and human imitation capabilities are all factors that cause the advancement of cobot production. But little did we know is that these are also the reason robots today are replacing humans in the workplace. Data from the International Federation of Robotics, or the IFR, have shown that the global average for industrial robots out of 10,000 manufacturing workers grew from 66 in 2015 to 85 in 2017. South Korea leading with 710 robots per 10,000 workers, followed by Singapore, Germany, Japan, and Sweden. The main reason behind the adoption of robots in the industry is because they are able to carry out work done by human more systematically. Technology's role in manufacturing has been proven to contribute to the growth of labor productivity. Research was done by the Uppsala University and the London School of Economics, where new data from the IFR was used to analyze the use of industrial robots in 14 industries in 17 different countries between 1993 and 2007. The findings of the research are that the annual growth of labor production and GDP, or gross domestic product, was raised by 0.36 and 0.37%, which doesn't seem like a huge number, but it actually represents 10% of total GDP growth and 16% of labor productivity growth. All of this improvement in the world of technology will keep developing as the fourth industrial revolution progresses. Technology can indeed increase accuracy and productivity in the workplace. However, to some extent, the replacement of jobs with robots is seen as a stumbling block, as it can eventually cause millions to be jobless and unemployed in the future. In fact, it is estimated that up to 20 million manufacturing jobs will be lost to robots by 2030, according to the analysis firm Oxford Economics. Big companies and corporates are most likely the ones to be advantaged on this occasion, which is why inequality still exists even in this modernized society. Meanwhile, the less educated in the non-privileged community are much more vulnerable due to the loss of occupations and imbalanced infrastructures. We who are at an advantage should try to switch glasses to glasses of ones who are disadvantaged so we can look at the current situation from a different point of view. In conclusion, Industry 4.0 does have its own positive and negative impacts, like all things do. It accelerates the pace of technology development, providing us a path to become a more advanced society. Counterintuitively, it also enlarges the gap between the poor and the rich, between the privileged and the non privileged, exacerbating inequality. Of course, we don't want that to happen. So now it is our turn as the future generation to utilize our privilege to change the world for the better.